Have you been to Poland?
Yeah, I have been. I mean, I used to go as a little girl, and all the way through my life I've been to Poland. And one of the tracks on my album, which is his first track, is a very significant track because it's written about a chap who escaped from Auschwitz in 1942. And he's called Kazimierz Piechowski, and he was put in Auschwitz not because he was a Jew, but because he was a Boy Scout.
Oh, right, okay.
He managed to escape in June 1942, so he had 2 years of being a prisoner in Auschwitz. Obviously, that experience has stayed with him for the whole of his life. He's 90 years old now, but there are just things you can't forget being a prisoner in Auschwitz.
Those kind of things, are they quite difficult to explore musically? Are they?
Well, my song here that I've written, Kommander's Carr, is not really a memorial to everyone who experienced that, because it's too difficult to write a song that can put into a language what exactly happened there. It's absolutely... Nobody can explain it. I mean, people have tried to make films, documentaries, they've tried to write novels and write books about it, but nobody can quite understand why it's happened. And I think it's very difficult to put into any kind of form. But it's really important that we remember that it happened, and to not allow it to happen again, which, unfortunately, in our world, it does happen.
Yeah, it does. It does. Am I right in thinking that you've met him?
It was the most moving experience because he listened to my song and told me why he thinks it's such an important piece of work. He's very moved by it because he talked about it being very dramatical, and that, you know, when he listens to it, he feels like he was back in that time. He was back in that car when he was leaving Auschwitz, and he basically considers the fact that this song, and I'm his voice, basically, when I'm singing this song, I'm his voice. He's going to use this song as a precursor to any discussion about Auschwitz from now on, and his experience of it. He's going to use this song and play it to people before. I would imagine myself being in that car, because this song is only about 5 seconds of someone's life. It's the end bit of the escape. Obviously his escape was very complicated, really complicated, but it's the last... I thought it was 30 seconds, but then he corrected me. He said it was 5 seconds, so that was really interesting.
Probably felt like a very long 5 seconds, though.
Yeah. Well, I said, was it 30 or 40 seconds? And he said, no, it's 5. It's in my life, and it's the most important 5 seconds because it was life or death. Sure. Either he got out the fence or he didn't. Yeah. The gate, sorry, or he didn't.
Yeah. Not many people have that experience.
But saying that, I mean, I've read about his escape, I've watched the documentary, and to be quite honest with you, every single 5 seconds of his escape attempt was life or death.
Right, sure.
He had many different obstacles to get through, so it was just the last 5 seconds of him being on that site that I was so fascinated about.
Yeah.